Vegas Matt finally breaks his silence on Mr. Handpay, NG Slots. For years, the slot YouTube world looked like harmless fun spins, jackpots, and flashing lights. But Matt's words ripped through the illusion and forced fans to question everything. The slot YouTube world is not usually the place where fans expect heated fights, back-and-forth drama, and public statements. Most of the time, it is all about flashing lights, the sound of spinning reels, and the dream of hitting a big jackpot. But in early 2025, things took a turn. What started as a few comments and questions about honesty turned into one of the biggest public clashes ever seen in the slot YouTube community. At the center of the storm, Mr. Handpay, NG Slots, and now Vegas Matt. For weeks, Mr. Handpay and NG Slots had been the main focus of a feud that just kept growing. Mr. 10-Time, Handpay had accused other creators of not being fully honest with their viewers, suggesting that some jackpots were played with casino money rather than personal funds. This alone sparked a fire. NG Slots, one of the biggest names in the space, was immediately dragged into it, and the conversation exploded. But the most surprising twist came when Vegas Matt finally broke his silence. Known for being calm, lighthearted, and usually staying out of trouble, Matt decided to speak out. And while he didn't call out anyone by name, his words left fans talking, arguing, and in some cases, turning against one another. For years, Vegas Matt built his channel around fun, family, and entertainment. His videos often showed him with his son or close friends, laughing and cheering as they played slots. Fans liked him because he felt approachable. He wasn't trying to act like a high roller or push crazy drama. He was simply enjoying the game, and people connected to that. But the slot YouTube community is not as simple as it seems. Behind the flashing machines are big audiences, sponsorship deals, merchandise sales, and sometimes very big money. As creators grew, so did expectations. Viewers wanted transparency. They wanted to know if the money being gambled was real, or if casinos were secretly covering the bets. That's where the trouble began. Mr. Handpay drops the bomb. Everything shifted when Mr. Handpay went public with claims that some casinos offered him house money to play, while making it look like it was his own. He said he refused the offer, but he suggested that others might not have been so honest. These words hit the community like an earthquake. Fans started asking questions. They wanted to know if the jackpots shown on YouTube were truly real, or if creators were just acting. They wondered if these slot players were risking their own cash or simply pretending. They also questioned who could be trusted. And the biggest question of all was whether NG Slots was guilty of hiding the truth about his streams. NG Slots denied being dishonest, but soon viewers noticed he began disclosing that some play involved casino money. To many fans, this felt like proof of what Mr. Handpay had said. The comments exploded. Accusations of fake play, dishonesty, and scamming viewers spread like wildfire. Vegas Matt finally responds. As the feud grew, fans wondered if other creators would pick sides. For a long time, Vegas Matt stayed quiet. But when he finally spoke, his message drew even more attention. Matt's words started politely. "I want to say how humbled and grateful I am to be part of this amazing community of gamblers and gambling enthusiasts. This has truly been the most fun thing I have ever had the privilege of doing." He thanked fans, showed appreciation, and reminded everyone that his goal was fun. But then he added something that changed everything. Another gambling creator tried to make their candle shine brighter by attempting to blow out someone else's. That just doesn't sit right with me. Immediately, fans connected the dots. Even though Matt didn't name names, it was clear he was referring to Mr. Handpay and his public accusations. To many, this felt like Matt was siding with NG Slots. The response to Matt's statement was explosive. Some fans praised him. They felt that finally, someone was focusing on fun instead of drama. They said he was the voice of reason and believed this was what the community needed. Others felt encouraged because they thought he was right that tearing each other down was not the answer. But many fans were deeply disappointed. They believed his words were nothing more than PR talk meant to protect his friends. Some said he ignored the real issue and that this wasn't about drama at all, but about honesty. A few even went as far as saying if someone supports lies, then they are part of the problem. One longtime fan even admitted that the statement broke their trust. They explained that they had bought his merch, watched every video, and considered him a favorite for years. Reading his words, however, made them feel sad and betrayed. To them, he had chosen the wrong side, and it wasn't the side of truth. The community was split right down the middle, transparency versus positivity. At the heart of the fight was a simple but powerful question. Is it enough to be entertaining, or do creators owe fans complete honesty about their money? Supporters of Matt argued that YouTube is entertainment, just like TV. They pointed out that on television, actors aren't gambling with their own cash-in shows. So why should slot YouTubers be any different? They felt viewers should watch for fun and not demand every single detail of how the money worked. Critics pushed back. They believed slot channels were not the same as fictional shows. Gambling channels often encourage fans to gamble themselves. If viewers are led to believe a creator is risking personal money, they may copy that behavior without realizing it is sponsored. For critics, this wasn't just entertainment. This was about trust and whether people were being misled. This drama didn't come out of nowhere. Over the past few years, online casino streaming has exploded. Big names like Lady Luck HQ, Brian Christopher, and Vegas Low Roller have all played online, often betting at sky-high levels. Online sessions often featured massive bets, sometimes thousands of dollars on a single spin. To fans, it looked exciting and glamorous, but the truth was much more complicated. In some cases, creators used their own cash. In other cases, casinos gave them special deals, free play, or even promotional money. The real problem was that it wasn't always clear when this happened. There were no obvious labels, and viewers often had no idea whether they were watching real risk or sponsored play. Mr. Handpay's earlier claim that casinos wanted him to use house money gave fans a new way of looking at these streams. Suddenly, every jackpot looked suspicious. Was it real, or was it casino-funded? After Matt's response, fans didn't calm down. Instead, they started digging even deeper into every creator's videos. Comment sections filled with long debates about what was real and what was not. Some viewers claimed that certain wins didn't look genuine. Others pointed out when disclaimers were missing and asked why. Many said that if money came from casinos, it should be openly admitted. The community was more divided than ever. Some believed creators should be free to make deals without explaining every single detail. Others believed full transparency was absolutely necessary, especially when gambling could influence real people's choices. The fallout for Vegas. Matt thought his speech would end the negativity. Instead, it pulled him further into the fire. By saying someone tried to blow out another's candle, fans saw it as an attack on Mr. Handpay. That meant Matt wasn't neutral anymore. He had picked a side. For his supporters, this made him even more trustworthy because it looked like he was defending positivity, but for critics, it made him a defender of dishonesty. Every word of his statement was dissected like courtroom testimony. His refusal to name names was called careful PR. His mention of jobs and merchandise was seen by some as distraction from the truth. What Matt hoped would be a moment of unity became one of the biggest dividing points in the feud. NG Slots tries to defend himself. Meanwhile, NG Slots tried to defend himself with proof. He even showed bank accounts and credit card statements to prove he wasn't lying. For some fans, this was convincing. For others, it looked desperate and staged. Mr. Handpay doubled down, saying honesty was non-negotiable. His supporters saw him as the whistleblower, the one brave enough to expose what others wouldn't. And now, with Matt's comments in the mix, the community had three clear voices. Mr. Handpay was pushing for transparency. NG Slots was defending himself against accusations. Vegas Matt was calling for positivity and less drama. But instead of calming things down, this triangle only made the fire bigger. Now, the slot YouTube world faces its biggest question ever. What matters more is entertainment or trust? If creators keep playing with casino money without saying so, can fans still enjoy the content? Or will viewers turn away, feeling like they've been manipulated? On the other hand, if creators go fully transparent, will that kill the excitement and mystery that makes these videos so fun to watch? No one knows for sure. But one thing is clear, the feud has changed the way people see slot channels forever. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates coming soon.